Welcome back, everybody. Maury here with Maury's Music. Want to wish you a happy and healthy holiday season. Hope you're having a great Sunday. I thought it would be in my best interest, in our best interest, get you caught up a little bit with some updates here around Maury's Music. Um, More specifically, the Martins and More podcast with Spoon Phillips, the Martin versus Martin uh, live concert that happens almost every Tuesday. Of course, we missed last week, and I'll tell you why. And then there, of course, is the biggest news, the Maury's Music Get Me Out of Here, end of the year, end of all of it, sale. Let me know what you want to hear first. I have an idea what I'll go into first, but I want to take this opportunity to thank you guys for all your support. Going to get a little choked up here because this might be one of the last times I get to go live in a capacity from the store, from retail. We've been watching the way things are going for the past couple of years. And about 6-7 months ago, if you would have asked us, I sort of had the idea that we'll just sell everything as it sells. There'd be no specific need to rush. There will be nothing, no timetable. But frankly, as it gets closer to the end of 2024 and we see how small our inventory has dwindled down to, it is beginning to feel like we should just get everything out of here by the end of the year. And that is going to mean that we're going to go into certain pricing. Wanted to tell our live stream viewers first and give you guys a little bit of a heads up. But all that and more on today's end of year update at Maury's Music. Want to make sure we're going out to Facebook and to YouTube. You're going to check things here. Let me know if you're watching in the chat. See if everything is getting connected. Again, it's a lot of news happening. Some injury news we can fill you in on. That wouldn't be a problem to not keep that a secret anymore. But there's a pretty painful reason we didn't get to go live this past Tuesday, and it wasn't Marshall's fault. All on me. And some close friends of mine keep asking me which guitars are available at Maury's Music. Not many. So I'm going to, hey, Rosalind, it's good to see you. Who to you too? Who or hi, whatever that might mean. I want to say thank you again for taking a peek at the early sneak peek of this most recent episode of Martins and More, with our really fun field trip to you-know-where. Some people know where because they're watching the YouTube. Hope you guys are having a great, nice, should I say warm? Are you guys warm up in Connecticut? I'm not warm here. Julius, hi from Berlin, Germany. Wow. Well, we just, for a split second, I thought we were going all the way to Connecticut, and we're going way further than that. So thank you for being here. I'm not sure what to say first, so maybe I'll go into my list. I did make a list, so let me go over here to say there are 3 big bullet points I want to address today, and I'll be speaking for people like Spoon Phillips, Marsha Fleischer, my wife Lori. There are 3 real serious bullet points I want to make sure that I connect with today. So cold up here in the 30s. Yeah, it's probably high 20s here, and I hate to admit it, I think it's going to get worse before it gets better. It's probably not going to... Are we past the opportunity for a heat wave? I know Spoon and I were talking about how it was 90 early October, and I don't know that we're going to see that again, but let's go in order. Let me just make sure I don't miss my meaning. The first thing I want to tell you about, Martins and More podcast with Spoon Phillips this weekend, or I should say today, was the sneak peek. If you're a patron, this was the last episode of season 5, and it's going to go public tomorrow. All those people that aren't our Patreon members, you're going to see the official release of our field trip to Brothers Music. That's going to air tomorrow, which is December 2nd, and that marks the 20th episode, end of season 5. Spoon and I are going to take a well-needed break. A couple of times in this season, we had to take precautionary measures and get a little bit creative, and I think there was one week where we really had to scramble. And just so we don't hurry to give you guys fast but not well thought out content, we're going to take about 3 weeks off, maybe a month. It's kind of subject to change. We will be coming back with season 6 in the new year. It's way too soon to put a date on it, but I would say kind of watch for us early January. You might get lucky and see us a little bit sooner, but I would think January 1st will be the beginning of season 6, and we're doing something different. Patreon members will be seeing or be able to see the video version of the current season, and the public will be able to view older video versions of previous seasons, which is really just season 5. Kind of like when you're watching Hulu, you can watch live TV if you pay for the premium package, and if you want to just watch season 1, that stuff's all available. So that's the news in Martins and More with Spoon Phillips. Spoon, if you're watching, can't wait to get on with you for a brand new 2025 and a thrilling season 6. Let me know in the chat if you want to hear any ideas on what the subjects might be. We have a couple of people lined up, a couple more field trips. The second thing I want to talk to you about, Martin versus Martin. Poor Marshall, poor computers. If you followed our program a long time, you know we had a really good stretch where Clayton and I were doing very well. Clayton and I brought Marshall in. Clayton had to step away for some obligations, and Marshall took over in a really good spot. But as of late, the last 5, 6, 7 weeks, maybe a few more, have been riddled with tech problems. We finally got to the point we think we can connect with Zoom and give you guys a very stable, good sounding product and a good sounding concert. Those times that we can't do that, we do have a backup plan B, where Marshall's going to send us some really well produced pre-recorded videos. I'll play my songs live, and we'll both be there live in the chat to talk on camera. However, this past Tuesday we had to miss another week because I hurt my leg, and I won't go into gory details, but I'm out of commission for a few weeks. I really can't hobble around right now, so I was not able to make last Tuesday's concert because I was in the emergency room getting an an ultrasound. I'm totally fine, nothing to be scared about, but it was a good enough reason that I couldn't be anywhere near my guitars or my cameras, so that was the reason we missed last Tuesday. Watch for us to get together next Tuesday for at least a good live banter between the two of us and his pre-recorded videos. But say a little prayer, cross a couple fingers that we might be able to get connected via Zoom. That's all new for Martins and More. Boy, I gotta look at the screen here. Martin versus Martin. 2 different shows, 2 different days. That means Tuesday we'll be coming back at you, and we're no longer going to be offline. And maybe the most exciting news for you guitar players, guitar buyers out there, Maury's Music is we're trying to do all we can to wrap up by the end of the year. If we do this right, we're not going to have any inventory after December 29th, December 30th. We don't want to be answering emails about selling a pack of strings on New Year's Eve. And to get that to happen, today we'll be marking down guitars, strings, straps, clothing, and accessories to close out prices. And by close out prices, it's a blanket statement, but I want to say it's at or near cost, and it's not one of those get your attention sales on Black Friday, and when you really look at it, the deals aren't really there. We would like to not have any inventory in this building. Lori we both have some good ideas for this store, and next year does not include music instrument retail in our plan. So do what you can, spread the word. Even if you're not shopping, please consider telling somebody who might be. Closeout pricing on guitars, strings, straps, accessories, at or near wholesale pricing, frankly. We just want to empty this building out, and that's the way we're going to do it. Oh no, hope you heal fast. Thank you. I certainly do want to play the pity card. I would love if you guys would dote over me, but the sad truth is it's just a bump in the road. Really, I'm not one that likes to sit around and not work, so it's an irritation and an annoyance at most. So don't think anything of it. But I'll be back. I'll be back better than ever, stronger. I'll be the $6 million man. But that's not the important message today. The important message is big, real serious sale. If you wanted to buy guitars, straps, strings, accessories at the pricing that guitar stores buy it at wholesale, we're going to get that to you starting today. So check our website. Please share the link with someone if you know they might be shopping. If they're not shopping, don't spam them. Don't knock them over. This time of year gets very annoying with a lot of retail. We're not going to knock you over with a bunch of emails. We just want to bring it to light in a live stream. And again, just to remind you that this Tuesday, unless I hurt the other leg, we're going to get together again. Marshall and I are finally going to fix this live stream concert. And remember that this weekend, Sunday into Monday, is the end of the episode, end of season, final episode of Martins and More with Spoon Phillips, our really fun field trip to Brothers Music in Wind Gap, Pennsylvania. Those guys are super cool. Dave and Rich, if you need any work done on anything with a string on it, go see our pals in Wind Gap, Pennsylvania. But that's my news for today. Just wanted to see if I knew how to live stream anymore, and I'm a little rusty. A lot of my Ecamm fam, I'm watching those guys in my downtime, spending lots of time with my leg up on ice, watching friends of mine who are just killing it with these live streams and their great cameras and all the stuff they do, and I miss it. So gone are the days where we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday in front of the cameras all the time. That was a real fun run. Virtual tour, mystery guitar, all those things. I'm a little sad sitting here in the studio because I'm not sure how many more times we're going to do things like that. But in case I don't get the opportunity, for those of you specifically watching now, I want to thank you for all your support. We're not going anywhere. You know, getting into next year especially. Martins and more, Martin versus Martin. It's all going to be ramped back up. Martin versus Martin especially isn't even going away. So that's my message. Hope you're having a great cold Sunday. I'm not sure what the weather's like in Berlin. If you're watching the replay of this, please know my message is just as sincere. Thank you for all your support, and we look forward to seeing you guys again no sooner than this coming Tuesday with Martin versus Martin. But let me know what you're thinking. Please comment below if you're watching this in the replay. Let me know which program you're most interested in seeing come back. If you're a Martin versus Martin fan, maybe you're from the Martins and More camp, or are you just here to find out about the Maury's music wholesale sale? All three reasons are certainly good. Hey, Rosanna, hi, Maury, and everyone here. It's good to see you again. I hope you had a great trip. I know you were just on holiday, which is English for vacation. And please say hello to Lee. For now, that's going to do it for me, but don't forget, leave a comment below if you saw this late and you didn't get to reply in the chat. I'll do my best to reply to your message. And from all of us at from all of us at Martins and More, and Martin versus Martin, and Maury's Music, and you, see you next time.